For 20 years, the B2B landscape has been defined by the subscription. We were told that the right software would solve our operational bottlenecks, provided we paid the monthly fee. But as businesses scaled, that singular promise fragmented. Companies found themselves managing dozens of isolated, non-communicating tools, a state of friction we now call software fatigue. These disconnected tools didn't solve the problem of labor. They simply created a new kind of work, the maintenance of the tools themselves. To keep the business running, human employees were forced to act as biological glue, spending their days manually moving data from one system to another just to bridge the gaps between these apps. SaaS ultimately reassigned labor rather than eliminating it. Instead of doing the work, employees were now being paid to manage the dashboards of the software that was supposed to be doing the work for them. The issue is structural. Every piece of traditional B2B software shares the same architectural limitation. It is entirely passive. It's a digital version of this hammer. It can be the most advanced tool on the market, but it remains inert until a human hand physically picks it up and swings it. This forces the human operator to do the heavy lifting. They must interpret the data, make the decisions, and click the buttons, which places a massive cognitive load on the staff. While data flows at the speed of light, business execution is tied to human biology, limited by fatigue, error rates, and the hard constraint of an 8-hour shift. Scaling becomes impossible because software capacity is strictly bottlenecked by the physical speed of human manual execution. Breaking this bottleneck requires a shift in how we buy capacity. Businesses are moving away from paying for the hammer and toward paying for the swing. This is labor as a service. Systems like Archer function as an active execution layer, performing the labor directly rather than waiting for a user to initiate a task. Instead of leasing a tool, you lease a synthetic employee, a digital operator that understands intent and executes results autonomously. This operator sits above your existing software stack. It monitors your inboxes, watches your CRM, and triggers your webhooks, acting as a single unified nervous system for the entire company. Archer eliminates the need for a traditional user interface by communicating through your existing loops. You direct the AI through a secure Telegram channel or by simply letting it respond to triggers in your current systems, removing the dashboard entirely. The system uses a Toyota loop: trigger, observe, interpret, decide, and act. In the interpret phase, it converts unstructured text into mathematical data. In the act phase, one signal triggers simultaneous actions across your CRM, billing, and email without manual intervention. This level of agency is possible because of the Passport, a secure environment file containing system permissions and credentials ARCH3R needs to access and harvest data from your infrastructure. This architecture turns fragile manual workflows into a durable system that operates independently of human oversight. When you look at the raw numbers, the cost of traditional human operations becomes difficult to justify for repetitive technical tasks. A 4-person human operations desk carries a heavy payroll burden with just 24% efficiency. Constrained by 8-hour workdays, productive output is low. Replacing them with a synthetic employee changes the math. Running 24/7, it produces 10 times the output for only 20% of the cost. This 10x output factor is possible because the AI never faces cognitive fatigue. It works through the night and across weekends, turning every hour of the year into active production time. This is the mathematical reality of synthetic labor. Because it returns net profits on day one by recapturing these margins, ignoring it has become an operational liability. The era where businesses grew by accumulating passive software subscriptions is coming to a close. In the coming years, market winners won't be defined by the size of their human headcount or their software budget. Winners will be the organizations that uncouple their ability to grow from their speed of hiring, scaling instead through intelligent orchestration. Competitive dominance belongs to those who move past passive tools and fully integrate labor as a service.